Welcome in, everyone. The world is spinning out of control, but whose control is it spinning out of? Hello, my name is Ruth. I'm a tarot reader and clairvoyant. I connect to spirit, particularly spirit guides who are interested in the world happenings, the cosmic events, and world evolution. We have the tarot card that came up right here, the tarot and the Six of Swords. And this message hit me right here as I was waiting to come on. I do believe there is a tremendous shock. Since this is global shift forecast, I do believe there is a tremendous shift, change, evolution coming to the entire world, coming into some sort of tower moment. I continued pulling cards right before pressing live while I was just shuffling them, getting ready, connecting to spirit. The three cards fell out. Don't be tempted to lower your standards. April. So there's a prediction, April. And Quill, get back to the basics. What this is telling me is in the month of April, expect something even more shaky than what we're coming up into. I'm not getting a bad feeling. I'm just getting more intensity. The card came out, Tulip, great passion. This is telling me we're going into a tremendous time of intense shaking as a world, as a global, on the global scale. I don't feel dread. I don't feel alarm. I don't feel panic. I don't feel terror. I just feel there's more shaking coming. What was this about? Doing something risky. So shakiness. And then money. The money card came up and it says a path with money is waiting for you to find it. Now, when I was in meditation before this, the message came in from when I called upon the Archangel Sandalphon, who is the prophets of old, I believe Prophet Elisha and John the Baptist, and I heard these words and I scribbled it down as fast as I could. There is a shift coming, a shift coming. Money is changing hands. Money is on the scales. Currency is in the balance. Peace on earth, peace to money. Those who have stolen will steal no more. Let it be. Wow. And then as I was just shuffling the shock and the money and April coming up, we're still in eclipse season. I can't wait to pull more cards with you all. But first of all, let me go ahead and give everyone a chance to come in. If you want to tell me where you're listening from, that would be amazing. I love to hear every nation that you're from or every nation that you're interested in. Let me go ahead and share my screen with some coming events. All right, I know every Wednesday we have the Global Shift Forecast live tarot Q&A. You can drop your questions. That's 7 p.m. Eastern, as it is tonight. We're also going to have, I'm going to pre-record this one because I have a fair, a natural and spiritual wellness fair to go to in Northern Virginia. And so I'm going to be pre-recording this, but this is a part 2 to the last tarot Q&A concerning nations, dark to light, governmental shifts. And we're going to be looking at Sweden, Norway, Finland, the Baltic countries that surround Russia, and Russia, possibly even Scotland and several other of those countries. And I'm really feeling about bringing in some light language, some light activation in for some of these countries as well. But it will be a premiere. It will go live at 6 p.m., but I will not be there. It will simply be pre-recorded. Hi, Shauna. Good to see you. Yes. So this is coming in Nations Light to Dark, and that is March 22nd, Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern. I will be recording this week with Natasha Hightower, an intuitive medium. She's going to do a deep dive. She does notebooks. She connects to spirit, and she just fills notebooks up of messages from spirit. And she's going to be looking at the collective evolution and an energetic global forecast. She's hint. She's sensing something's coming in July. She's been sensing this for a while. She's going to do some deep dives on it. And I can't wait to see what Spirit has to say through her. So I will be releasing that hopefully at the end of next week. If you would like a personal reading, okay, I do offer personal consultations, and I can pull on, normal everyday events, or we can even do your life as it relates to the economy. Now, sometimes we have YouTube deleting some comments in the chat. So hello, Shana. Hello, Magma. I hope I'm saying that right. If you ever want to correct me on how to pronounce it, please do so. Hola, hola. Okay. So yes, personal, sometimes certain words like C ending in all, the ka, and then the ball word together, or the Khazarian and then ending in like something else. Yeah, I think I said the whole word. But anything related to like intense darkness, some of those words, if it gets deleted, it is not me. It is simply YouTube, a robot. So you can book with me personally or rephrase the question. Now, I am ecstatically excited about this next one. I'm going to be doing series of workshops. Some of them are going to be oracle cards and some of them are going to be clairvoyant workshops. And this is going to be helping us connect to our intuition, helping us hear messages from inside of us, teaching how cosmic information comes into our brain. How do we interpret cosmic information? How is it that when I pull a tarot card, I know what it means? So these are going to be really fun and just enjoyable workshops where I teach a little bit and then we just pull some cards, and basically the message is already inside of you. Whenever you're doing a message from spirit, connecting to your intuition, the message is already inside of you, but the cards or the pendulum or anything, the rods, it just sparks you to be able to receive the message more clearly. So it's going to be a very interesting workshop and series of events there. Online workshops coming up March 25th or March 29th. I only have 5 spots left per each one. Okay, so let me go ahead and stop sharing my screen and get organized. I wanted to read again what Spirit gave me. I was sitting in meditation and I connected and I asked for Archangel Sandalphon, the prophet Elisha, just bring me a piece of your energy, just a piece of your energy. And if you want to come in and give me a message, I'm open and available. And these are the words I heard. There is a shift coming, a shift coming. Money is changing hands. Money is on the scales. Currency is in the balance. Peace on earth, peace to money. Those who have stolen will steal no more. Let it be. And as I was sitting here after the meditation, shuffling my cards, the Tower card came up and the 6 of Swords, which tells me there's a Tower moment, a shaky, shocking situation coming to the world scale. I kept pulling, asking, cleansing my cards, clearing them. We got the month of April, which is next month. Great passion, intensity. Don't be tempted to lower your standards. Get back to the basics. And when I saw this, I simply felt the message of we don't need to worry about this Tower moment. It's going to be more for the unascending, those who are lingering in darkness. But what I do get is that if we just stay focused on being grounded, on being centered, it's going to help us go through this shift so much. Something having to do with money, a path with money is waiting for you. Other cards that came in was May, Apple, a temptation will test you. Pay attention to your finances. So some things might look shaky. However, this is very positive. The money there's a path with money on it that's going to open. Like that door, there's a path with money that is opening to you. So no matter how shaky money appears in the world, money is changing hands. There is an energy transfer of money. Money transfer from dark to light. I have so many questions I want to pull on, but I'm going to stick to the topic. I did hear from one of my sources who works in and with the Trump administration, and I heard an unconfirmed rumor that the IRS is about to be frozen in order to go under a massive investigation. There will be no tax season, allegedly. Okay, this is my source. No tax season. It's going to all be frozen in place. It might mean no refunds coming back, but no taxes going in. Just everything just frozen as it goes under a tremendous transformation. And I remember pulling on the Federal Reserve and the IRS, and the message that I remember said that the IRS is, a lot of corruption is going to be exposed within the IRS, and it's going to be put under another system, another oversight organization that's going to take much better care of our money. Anti-gravity-ish. Everything is happening so fast, I want to turn off my social media. Exactly. We had the JFK files released, and I'm going to pull some basic questions. I have a message from Sandalphon on that. So let's go ahead. Whew. Oh, and we had King Solomon pop up as well. He is in charge of like the Nasara system, the global reset of money. Yeah. Okay, Spirit, the first question. How are the souls progressing in our ascending progress? What can you tell us in our soul's ascension progress as a collective? What do we need to know? What do we need to know? And I'm seeing in my mind right now a intensity because of the world events. So I think Spirit wants us to tell us what's happening with souls and humanity as a collective because of all this fast-paced things happening in the government. So let's see here. 3 of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Past energy, a lot of conflict, I'm hearing there's verbal confusion. Knight of Swords, clarity. Wow, this is the present energy. 3 of Cups. Interesting. And I heard the words money is changing hands. The cups really here represent abundance and resources. And see how she's standing on top of them. Wow. Okay. So the message coming in about our souls is humanity's been very mentally confused. The thoughts in people's minds have been all over the place. They have not known what to think. They've even been argumentative. We have here the situation of angry words starting to dissipate, starting to move away. People are starting to let their anger dissipate, their anger drift away, their anger. And it's so interesting that this message is coming in because we just got an attack at a C 3-letter agency in the US, and the whole C agency, C1A, let's just call it that, the whole agency in the past day went under lockdown because I believe it was an attacker with a weapon was outside. SWAT came in, the C 3-letter agency, police came in. It's been huge. We've had a lockdown. We've also had a Tesla factory attacked today where somebody rogue, angry, attacked Elon Musk's facility out of anger and began burning Tesla cars. I think 2 or 3 of them were burned. Please double check it. I don't always follow the news, but some things come up that Spirit wants me to see. There's a lot of anger, and it's expanding, but it's also dissipating. I'm seeing on the collective, the anger, it's almost like it's being released. Now, this is what interests me. In the center of the reading is the King of Swords. This is truth. This is disclosure. This is awareness, awakening, seeing the truth for what it is. So despite the anger, the frustration, the attacks that's happening all over the nations, the anger that's bursting out, deep down, human souls are awakening. They are coming in, and it's like their minds are getting a piece of truth. And they're raising their vibration. They're raising into a beautiful, beautiful soul tribes are coming together. But this is also resources are going to be coming to people. This is the future, okay? So it's like they're raising their vibration. They're gravitating to different people that have the same vibration as them, and they're going to be a lot more abundant. And I'm seeing May, June, July, after this eclipse season, they are awakening. And I know that's not what we see on the world scale, but that's what the cards are saying. OMG, I wrote a question about Mr. T and it was deleted. Okay, ethereal world. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I think everything in the robot community is very, very angry. You can't write his whole name. It will get banned. Okay, so let's just use the word Mr. T. I know, I'll know what you mean. Okay. All right. So yeah, the souls are awakening, but we're not seeing it on media. We're not seeing it in the social, but it's almost like a light bulb is slowly going. And come April, May, June, people's vibrations will start to raise. And it might start to raise because I deeply suspect money is coming to humanity. I've been feeling this for several years, and it feels right around the corner. 2025, and if not this year, it's coming next spring. I feel that, and I can't tell you why. Okay, now let's go ahead and pull on the systems of this world. Global evolution. So there's a verse in the Bible that says the kingdoms of this world will become the kingdoms of Christ. Now, I'm not going to get into that interpretation. It can be a metaphor. But I always say the systems of this world will come under the influence, if not the triggering light of Christ consciousness. I believe Christ is a universal life force that's ascending us. Christ consciousness, the mind of Christ, the mind of the universe, the mind of light, the mind of God, you can say, creator's spirit. So I feel when that ancient text says the kingdoms of this world will become the kingdoms of Christ, I believe that the energy of Christ consciousness is going to start penetrating the systems of this world. And they're going to, and the word is become. That means it's going to be a process. It's going to be a shift. My question is Christ consciousness penetrating the organizations and the systems of this world? Are we truly living in the end of times where Babylon is falling? So let's go ahead and ask about global ascension, global evolution. What can you tell us, Spirit, about our globe, our world? Ooh, okay. The world, a lot of independence, freedom is rising. A lot of independence, but this is the past card. The first two cards I pulled out is the current energy. 7 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. This is world leaders. The world leaders are in I just hear a mix, a conundrum, a turmoil of activity. A lot of activity, a lot of secret activity. And by that, I just mean activity we might not know about. Let's get further clarity. Definitely the world is shifting because the energy of freedom is awakening within people's hearts, and the world leaders are doing something. 6 of Wands, victory. Immediately I saw Russia and its satellite country. I hope those nations don't trigger it either. Anyway, I saw those two conflicting nations. Victory. And this isn't a victory like one wins or the other. The cosmos doesn't see who wins and who loses. It sees, did you elevate? Did you learn life's lessons? Did you do something for the betterment of humanity? This is betterment of humanity, the good of humanity. Something is coming because of something world leaders are doing that's bettering humanity. Page of Swords. Something nefarious and lying, though, is going to be exposed, or there's a current lie. There's something in the world that's not being told us truthfully. Let's find out what this little deception is that Spirit wants to tell us. What is this deception? These lies. Wheel of Fortune, the Emperor card, 2 of Cups. This is a partnership, an agreement, a change. A change in a world leader. Spirit, which world leader is this? An agreement. This is a negative world leader, and it's a new world leader. Interesting. There's a world leader on the current stage, which is new. And he's nefarious. He or she is nefarious and is telling other people lies. Thank you, thank you, thank you. More clarity, 5 of Swords, an attempted conflict, international conflict, WAR. Agreements, and 4 of Swords. Okay. I'm really feeling here that there is a perceived agreement between nations, but it's either going to fall apart or something nefarious is being done behind the scenes. This could be the Russia and the Ukraine supposed peace deal that's appearing to come out, agreement between nations, agreement between leaders, but it's going to change. Somebody here is nefarious and they're going to do something new. They're going to go rogue. And they're going to do something in another league of nations. They're going to do something with another league of nations. What is this, Spirit? The Moon card, corruption. Okay, so I'm going to make a prediction. And I'm not sure why I see this. I was not expecting this tonight. The prediction coming in is that this peace deal, I think Zelensky is going to either pull back on it or he's going to throw something in with NATO or be told by NATO he can't do it. He's going to try to shift it nefariously in his favor or in the favor of the UN or the NATO countries or in favor of his handlers. Let's just say that. Whoever is controlling the dark side and trying to manipulate that president, whether his intentions are right or not, I don't think we've ever pulled on his intentions, but regardless of his intentions, there's something behind him that's going to try to manipulate the situation and possibly pull out of a peace deal. It's either this peace deal or it's the peace deal in Israel. But there's a supposed agreement coming up, and this could even be Putin. Putin might pull out of a peace deal. There's a world leader that's got some plans in the background, and he's not being honest. So let's just watch the world stage and see what happens. Someone is not being honest in a peace deal. Whew. Okay. Yeah, I felt like a stab to my heart. Yeah. Someone is not being honest with a peace deal. There's been a lot of peace deals. OMG, who is Zelen's handler? Who is Putin's handler? Oh my goodness. So Putin have pulled on him several times, and he's had like a consciousness shift within him. So he's had like an inserted consciousness. He's had an inserted consciousness. I'm not sure if it's good or evil, but I do get part of it. He's very interested in his country. He's very interested in his people and his satellite nations. He wants land, but he's interested in taking and protecting them. Zelensky's handler, I know the person who booked his flight from his multi-million-dollar home in Florida with his gay lover. She booked his flight at the request of certain agencies controlled by the U.S. government. She booked his flight. They now told him, you're going to be president of Ukraine. She then booked his flight to Ukraine, where he's been president ever since. I have tea and coffee with this person. None of the bigwigs, trust me. But I do know some people who have done this stuff. I hope I haven't said too much. Let's continue. Okay, let's just continue. So I would say who's Zelensky's handler, according to the truth. Let's see, 3-letter agency. Allegedly, this is for entertainment purposes only. Okay. Let's go ahead and quickly shift gears because I need to make sure that I only share pertinent information. Okay, Spirit. Okay. Yes, Putin is a clone, but the collective Putin exists, a small group of Russian leaders. Oh my word, that resonated with me, ethereal world. That resonated with me. That's exactly what I've seen. It's like he's got a human body, but he's got a consciousness transfer. I'm going to have to use that. Ethereal world. I'm going to have to use that. Putin is a clone, but the collective Putin exists, a small group of Russian leaders. Exactly. That's the best way. That makes so much sense. I've pulled on him twice. Okay. So the systems of this world are being penetrated and attacked by Christ consciousness. What can you tell us? There's a world leader who is possibly going to renege or draw back on a deal. He's got something nefarious coming on. Putin was replaced. This Putin looks different than the older one. Agreed. I get high technology, like the highest grade of technology possible, even greater than Elon Musk's. That's the kind of energy I get from Putin. Okay. So I got this message about the JFK files. The truth is not fully out. Do not trust all you hear and see. More questions will arise. Trust and rest. Do not fear. Truth will not fail. So I'm going to ask Spirit several questions that are burning on my heart because the JFK files have just been released. There's like many files, and the truthers are going to probably spend a long time trying to figure out what those files really say. But I want to say there are several thousand files released, thousands and thousands of files released. Some of them are from the C three-letter agency. So my question to Spirit, and you all can put in some questions here. Are we going to see the WEF tamed somewhat this year? They've done so much damage to humanity. Okay, let's go ahead and ask that because we're kind of in the NATO vibe and the world leaders and Putin. So are we going to see the WEF tamed somewhat this year? They've done so much damage already. Let's see, Spirit, what can you tell us about the World Economic Forum? The World card and 3 of water. Interesting. This is the leaders and the conglomerate of nations, and this is an ending, a completion. The past is cosmic divine forces, the good galactics, angelics, like those consciousness, that's the collective Putin, this kind of energy. This kind of energy is past energy. So this is telling me that there's already been some conscious decision from the cosmic beings, the beings of light beyond the veil. There's already been a decision made concerning the World Economic Forum. Queen of Earth. 2 of fire. Okay. They have plans. They have plans to shift the World Economic Forum into something else. 5 of water, there's resistance. They're getting a lot of resistance. So the divine blueprint has been established. It's been released from the heavens, you could say. It's like a plan that humanity can pick up and adopt to further our world evolution. This plan has been released. It's like a frequency of light, a light code. It's an option that's being presented to humanity to choose if it's something that they want. Getting a lot of fast moving energy, but it's being resisted. The Empress, the Sun, and the Page of Water. Okay, so the message I'm getting here is the light codes, the earth, the evolution of the earth is actually applying a lot of pressure to the World Economic Forum. What I'm seeing here is that earth, I believe, is a conscious being. She has plans of her own. She wants to feel a certain way. She wants her elementals to work a certain way, the clouds, the rain, the water, the earthquakes. She's got a plan to ascend in her divine earthly mother cycles for humanity. And this is ascension. This is working with the sun, light codes, the Schumann resonance. This is traumatizing the World Economic Forum. The World Economic Forum is struggling to keep up because the energy coming from the earth is actually disrupting a lot of their plans. So what I'm seeing here is like Mother Earth, if I could be a personified, it's like Mother Earth is saying, I want clean air. I want chemtrails out of my system. I want a beautiful clean oceans. I want a clean earth, and I want humanity to be happy. I want the flow of money to be going throughout the world. I want abundance to be flowing. I don't want gold and silver stolen. She can feel when her gold and silver is repressed, controlled, manipulated. She's a conscious being. That's my opinion anyway. And as she ascends, it's almost like she's saying, no, 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 no. And it's like she's kicking over their ideas. She's kicking down the buckets of their plans. She's kicking over buckets. I kind of like see her kicking things. She's like kicking back. So the World Economic Forum, it has been decreed by Mother Earth and Christ consciousness ascension energy that the World Economic Forum slowly be ended, slowly die. I don't think the World Economic Forum will be able to keep struggling over the next 10 years. Excuse me, let me say it again. They will struggle over the next 10 years and might even, that's what I'm seeing. I got to go with what I see. Might even close down or morph into something else. It's going to be a good, could be sooner. It's just Mother Earth is really fighting the World Economic Forum. Mr. T has endorsed Canada's unelected Prime Minister. What will be the outcome of this? So this must have been the question that you asked. Mr. T has endorsed Canada's unelected Prime Minister. So this is the one that's a temporary one, I'm thinking. And he's filling in the place for Trudeau, but he's not elected. What will be the outcome of Mr. T endorsing Canada's unelected Prime Minister? Ace of Water, a choice. He's going to give the people a choice. He wants an election. There's an election coming. Transition, a necessary transition. Temperance, healing. Page of Cups. Okay, so the message I'm getting here of it's a necessary transition that Mr. T acknowledged had to happen. And it's a necessary transition that had to happen for Canada. However, a new election is coming. This is going to be much more emotionally charged. A lot of people are going to get out and vote. Canada, your people are going to rise up. Your people are going to rise up. I think someone's fake policies is going to be revealed. He might even be an actor or a placeholder. And those of you who know what I'm saying by actor, basically someone put in there, but they have a handler. They have a handler. They could actually be acting out the role of that person, or just they have a handler. 3 of Swords, betrayal, a backstab. So this is giving me the energy of fake, controlled. Here's the handler energy, the Hermit card. Page of Pentacles. He's not really making decisions. And 8 of Swords. He's got a handler, you all. He has got a handler, or he is being controlled by saying, if you don't do this, we're going to do this. It's almost like they either have dirt on him, and so Mr. T is able to work with him and say, look, we know there's been some corruption in your past, but we'll work with you if you work with us and if you keep your nose clean. But this temporary prime minister, he's got a handler of some sort. And the energy is healing for Canada. It's a good position. Regardless of whether it's a good position for the prime minister, it's a good position for Canada. It's a good place for Canada. Two of Swords, controlled, blocked, Four of Wands. Yeah, his hands are tied. Four of Wands is celebration for the public, celebration, foundation, good things. His handler is either King C or WEF. Interesting. So he's got a handler, though, but for some reason, he's being blocked, though. So this could be a handler that's in league with other. I mean, I am getting the betrayal card. I am getting the control card, multiple control cards, but it's just this Hermit card is making me think someone's either blackmailing or doing things to him or to his handler. Interesting. So this could be a secret energy that is his handler. But I'm getting a positive vibe for Canada. Like something's okay. Something's okay for Canada. But he might be exposed for his ties to his handler. Can I say that? When I saw this Page of Cups, there's a handler here. He's an actor energy. It's positive for Canada for some reason, or Canada is just divinely protected right now. But the energy is there's a secret handler and he might be exposed for his ties to whoever his handler is. And as a result, this is going to allow Canada to come out in full and to everyone come out and vote because they're tired of the BS. They're tired of people being tied to everyone else but the motherland of dear, sweet Canada. When I lived in Maine, the chickadees would sing, "Oh, sweet Canada, 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 Canada." My parents lived on the border between Maine and Canada. They both grew up. He worked for the Brookfield Management, lots of dirt there. Okay, so this is making sense with what I'm seeing. He's got a strong, controlled energy, and he's going to be exposed, and the election is going to be hot. We can manifest that. Okay, JFK files. Let me go ahead and switch the energy here, because that energy was pretty intense. We pray for the peace of Canada, the release of Canada. Okay, JFK was assassinated in, I hope I can say that word too, in the 1960s. He was a president of the United States who had pledged to go after the deep state. And he was trying to bring in Nasera and Jacera, a new money gold-backed system. He also was fighting for civil rights. He was an advocate for civil rights with Martin Luther King Jr. It's interesting that they were both assassinated a few years apart. That there was a whole stronghold over our nation that was intent. A stronghold means a demonic energy that was trying to keep humanity divided. That's actually been one of the key ways darkness has tried to control humanity, is divide us. So when Martin Luther King Jr. came out and started advocating for the unity of Americans, even some churches didn't support him. Even the churches stayed segregated, and that's horrible. But JFK Jr., John F. Kennedy, advocated, and his brother as well, who was, I believe, a senator, advocated, and they passed after both men were unalived. The 1 year after both men were unalived, they were unalived about 2 or 3 years apart. Martin Luther King was unalived after JFK, about 3 years apart. 1 year after he was unalived, the Civil Rights Bill was passed, and segregation was, quote unquote, officially, lost its stronghold. Now, there's a lot to the energies that was going on in the 1960s. Some of you also know that JFK had pledged publicly to come after this, the dark side, including different agencies in the dark side, like the F 3-letter agency, the C 3-letter agency, had pledged to redo the financial system. So he was going after a lot of strongholds, financial stronghold that was over America, the intelligence agency stronghold that was over the world. He was going against the royal family. He was going against the strongholds of segregation. He was going against so much evil. And I think the energies that he had just one by one had attacked, they all came at him. Now, it is alleged that he was unalived by one or two shots by Lee Harvey Oswald. Anyway, I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't want to trigger. I think the bots are kind of hot today for anyone talking about the JFK files. So let's just ask Spirit my question. Is the whole story in the JFK files that were just released, do they contain the whole story? Do they contain the whole story? Are they the truth we've been looking for? Are they the answer to who really unalived our president? Okay, so we have the C 3-letter agency card pop up and the Queen of Truth upside down. This is the truth of absolute clarity, unashamed clarity, but she's upside down. So the C 3-letter agency has lied, and some of the documents in those released files, I believe, have been falsified. However, this is a high vibrational with pure intentions that these JFK files are released. Page of Fire. This is the card of something was staged, faked. Not all the documents are completely true. Page of Fire. 9 of Water. This is the card of desiring more. Wish, desire. There's more. There's more to the story than what was just released. What else can you tell me about the truth or falsehoods of these newly released JFK files? Society. Okay, this is going to put humanity in a very difficult position because this information is going to go about how the C 3-letter agency lied or was possibly involved in this whole ordeal. The C 3-letter agency is supposed to be the intelligence agency of the Central Intelligence Agency of the United States of America. It's a governmental funded organization. It's supposed to preserve our foreign assets overseas. That is a C 3-letter agency, our foreign assets. And the F 3-letter agency is supposed to be the national assets. And then we have the detectives and the police, which are states and local. So the C 3-letter agency here is coming up again as very manipulative, sleazy. And when the truth comes out about how this agency played with the truth, played with the hearts and the media of America, this is going to put humanity into a very difficult position where they're going to have to make some serious choices. And this could very well be what I saw at the beginning of the show when people, it's like light bulbs are going to go off in people's heads. They're going to be like, click. And they're going to, even though they're very angry and frustrated, something's going to click for them. Are these files going to help awaken humanity? Even if the whole truth isn't completely in there, there's enough truth. Justice, legal action, conflict. Okay. So the message coming in here is that it's looking like the agencies are going to, hearing the words fight back, but the first message I saw is come under investigation. Some of them are going to come under serious investigation. They might even be shut down. Not shut down, but like put on hold. A lot of investigations are going to be put on hold. Anti-Gravity-ish says, the last 3 comments have been deleted. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Jeez. I'm going to have to cleanse the energy and call in Archangel Michael to remove these bots. We must be talking about something, right? Right? Calamity Jane says, we are on target. I call upon Archangel Michael to clear the energy of this channel, to let our touchy-feely bots, yes. Oh, it's like they've been activated because of all the news. Okay. We're just going to have to do a Zoom call with all of us, y'all. Okay, yeah, the agencies are going to come under investigation. And I'm seeing some sort of lockdown or closure or stopping. Like, it's almost like not so much Doge, but someone in the T administration is going to be like, we're halting this, we're halting this, we're halting this, we're halting this, especially the C agency. The C agency is going to be in big trouble. Not only that, something that Spirit is showing me is that when truth is revealed, that loses its power. That agency or that person, anytime a person tells a lie and the lies kind of exposed, they lose their control. It's an energy thing. Like, they're built on lies. So if your energy is expanded because of lies, the moment it becomes truth, it's like something in the cosmic world flips and the energy deflates on the lie. So this could even be a karmic retribution to the intelligence agencies in America concerning that. Now, I am getting that not all the information is true, but what I'm seeing is that maybe some of the files reveal that the information wasn't true back then, and that this 3-letter agency played around with the truth. What is in there that we need to know? Okay, I'm not going to ask that. I'm going to rephrase that. I want to ask first, why are these files being released right now? Why are these files being released right now? I want to know the spiritual decision. Why now? What happened in the cosmos to say, today's the day? Interesting. Okay. Woo! A lot of divine energy, 8 of fire, and then the messenger of water upside down. And this to me is the opposing energy to the C3 letter agency. The opposing energy. I don't know what that is, but what I'm seeing in the cosmos and in the universe, in the divine, like there's an actual opposing energy to the darkness of the C3 letter agencies. That energy has like spit out its intentions. It spit out its higher vibration. It's like set a cosmic intention. I have the portal, the door opened. A door is opened. Was something open in the cosmos to directly attack the lies of agencies such as this? Was something cosmically? We have here the Hermit card, divine ancient wisdom. This is also the wisdom of the secret societies that have been governed by ascended masters, King Solomon energy, the energy of Nasera, Dessera, the mystery schools, esoteric Christianity passed on from age to age. Whew, I just got chills. This ancient wisdom kind of decided now is the day. Now is time. We have a portal open. We have energy coming in to support an actual attack against C agency that has been lying. It's like their time is now. Justice is being served. The truth will not fail. The truth will not fail. It's time to bring in truth to everything that has been spun in the matrix of the governments of this world. And I think this goes to every government of the world. As I mentioned in my last video, it was told me that the US held the military power over the world. And the agency, like the Five Eyes, was directly controlled by like the C agency. And then you had the 14, and then you had, and these are all intelligence agencies throughout the world. And they structured the intelligence agencies around like the first 5. And that was like US and the UK and Australia and was it Canada or anyway. And then they expanded to the 14 eyes and they got brought into several nations. And I did research on the intelligence agencies of the world, and they're kind of set up the way the royal family is set up. The royal family is set up and they have the Commonwealth of Nations, and you have a small knit group. You have the UK, and then you have like a series of like 5 to 10 nations, and then you have the Commonwealth of Nations. You have nations of the Commonwealth or something, and that's like a group of 14 to 24. I can't remember the names, but that same style of control from the royal family was also the same style of control from the intelligence agencies. And the agency was set basically in America, and the royal family, which controls the money of the world, was set in the UK. So I just find it interesting that there was like that control. Divine cosmic energy has definitely been sent out at this time through a massive door, a massive portal in the universe, if I could call it that, to actually say now's the time we start bringing justice to those who've been lying for the last 60 more years. And that's my cue. I'm gonna change my music here. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm seeing here with the files. The energy is pretty intense here. Okay, what is in there that we need to know? Okay, Shauna says, and what will be the outcome? Looking forward to some repercussions. Okay, we will definitely see what will be the outcome of these files. Number one is something is going to be happening with the intelligence agency, especially the C agency. I'm definitely feeling something frozen, something locked up, something blocked, put under the control of someone else to be investigating. I can't help but think, Shauna says, that this is being released now to check that off their list, but also distract us from something else important that is happening behind the scenes. And it's very interesting because as I'm reading this, I'm getting a little dizzy, which is often the sign of manipulation, Shauna. Yeah, and no, it doesn't mean it's bad manipulation. It just means the cards are being shuffled. The cards are being shuffled, and they release this now. Not just because it is divine timing, but it could be strategic timing. All right, so let's go ahead now and ask, was the unaliveness an agency job, the C agency job? I just want to see, did the C agency do the unaliveness of JFK? And then we're going to look forward at some of the repercussions of the JFK file. Yeah, let's just go, Spirit. Show me what you got. This is an agency. This is a call. Interesting. So what I'm getting here is the agency actually, oh my goodness, put the hit out. They lied. Page of air. You can't get any better than that. They knew about it. And they simply covered up, they healed the situation. But am I getting that they actually orchestrated it? No. They put the hit out. They approved the hit. They knew about it. And they patched up the media. They were in charge of eliminating the whole threat. They were in charge of eliminating the theories, the C, because we're called the, and I don't want to say the word here, but basically the con and ending with conspiracy. Okay, so these kind of theories they eliminated. They eliminated and controlled the media. They knew that this was happening. They put the hit out, but they didn't actually do the activity. Does that make sense? They kind of kept their hands clean. Woo! And this just flew in my, did you just see that fly in my eye? They blocked the eyes. My goodness, Spirit. They blocked the eyes. Okay. I'm going to try not to freak out here. All right. Okay, Spirit. They blocked the eyes. A lot of deception. A lot of deception. Okay. Woo! We need to calm the energy down here. They didn't actually do it. They knew about it. They planned it. They knew about it, but they didn't actually, the sea agency wasn't actually the ones that did it. They just covered it up. Okay. What is the outcome? Signs. Yes. It flew behind my head earlier. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, so that people can harp less about the epi files. Very true. Very true. Okay, what are some of the repercussions? And I want to look in the collective here. What are some of the repercussions coming because of this release? What are some of the repercussions coming? Ooh, okay, so we have the Magician card, which is in this deck is the card of the Matrix and the control, and the Four of Earth, the controlling humanity. We have Ace of Water, a new emotional response. Four of Water, an offer to humanity. This is an offer to humanity to acknowledge the control they've been under by the Matrix, by the dark side. This is going to give them the emotional energy they need to make a choice. This is an offer, a presentation to humanity. It's like a call. Do you want to finally acknowledge the darkness and the control you've been under? Balance. This is our future. Balance. Stability, safety. So humanity is being given a massive choice. Humanity is going to come and feel safer. Page of Water, the fakeness, the lies, the lies. We got several lies, several fakeness, and the agreement of agencies is going to be exposed. How agencies agreed with one another, that is the outcome. And the agencies that agreed to cover this up are going to be under the attention of all of the collective. All of the collective is going to be looking at every agency who even allegedly or even somewhat on the fringe had something to do with these JFK files. Humanity is going to turn against these agencies in their energy and in their trust and in their governments. And what's going to be happening here is that people from all across the world are going to be watching the truth come out concerning these files, and they're not going to trust their intelligence agencies in their countries. This is huge for the world's evolution. This is huge for the world's evolution. Like the energy of this design to release this massive worldwide global lie And not just the lie in America, but the lie of this agency that's been lying not just to our country, but to the Five Eyes, to the 14 Eyes, to all the intelligence agencies of this world. This intelligence agency has been lying to the agencies, has been controlling, just the same way the royal family's been controlling in other areas throughout the world. This is huge. They're going to lose their power. The wrath of the people are going to be turned against them, and there's just going to be an overall distrust. An overall distrust. This is bigger than when the information came out about Pizza Gate. Those of you who know, you know. The A word ending in Google Chrome. You know what I mean? Not Google. Take out Google. This kind of information is bigger than we realized. And I think some of us were more shocked with the Pizzagate. We were shocked to hear about the T word ending in ing across the world, the little ones. But this kind of truth is going to make people distrust on a much higher scale. Think Middle East, more sad probably hit him. Think Middle East, more sad. Okay. Yep. Because he wanted to prevent them making new Ks. New Ks. Oh, see? No? Okay. Most, yeah. I love you guys. We're going to be the most cryptid channel. Okay. We need to end this on a positive scale, and I literally have this thing still flying over me. Yeah. This little stink bug. This little stinky bug. How can we end this? Oh, okay, I see. Yes. He wanted to prevent them making NUK, but new. Okay. All right, Spirit, we need to take this into a high vibration because the energy is intense. I haven't even asked for the complete truth about the JFK files, and the energy is horrible. Like, I'm just getting all itchy and antsy. So we need to bring in some light language. Do you all mind if I bring in some light language? What can we do for humanity? Spirit, I need your guidance here. We need to manifest the truth. We need to manifest these bots out of the way, but we need to manifest that the light language, the blueprints from King Solomon, from Nasara. What do you want to tell us? King of Cups. What do you want to tell me, Spirit? How can we take this and end it? Justice. The Justice card flew out. The King of Cups flew out. I'm getting calling in emotional stability and emotional wholeness to people. Calling in justice. We have the Four of Cards, helping humanity in their ascension process. The financials of the world. Yes, and then we have the Page of Pentacles and the Betrayers. So we're calling for justice to those that have been actually calling in. Spirit's calling for justice. He says, call for justice. Call for justice. Justice is a high vibration. I'm hearing the words, justice is a high vibration. Okay, very interesting. And then your word, we've just had several messages deleted again. Calling for justice, Spirit. Let's see if we can get some ascended beings here, that we can pull some of their energy, request some of their energy into this chat. Justice. Any cosmic beings that want to come in with justice. We have Melchizedek, the spiritual law of attraction. Melchizedek was the ascended master to Prophet Abraham in the Bible. Melchizedek works strongly with Archangel Metatron. They work on re-alchemizing the entire world structures. They do the Merkaba of Earth, the Merkaba of humans, the Merkaba of like the structure, the cosmic structures of, I'm hearing the words time. Ooh, in the bottom of the deck, Pallas Athena. Ooh, Pallas Athena is justice. She is balancing karma. She's working, I believe, with Archangel Metatron and Melchizedek to like, it's like they've come together to actually bring balance. I'm hearing the words, we're calling them up. We're calling them up. We're calling them to the stage. It's like they called the agencies, the intelligence agencies to the stage. It's their time. It's like they're saying, come on up. You're in the balance now. Woo! You're in the balance now. The intelligence agencies are in the balance. The intelligence agencies are being called to the judge's stand. The intelligence agencies are on trial. And they're on trial with the cosmic energies of light. They're in trial, not just with like good galactics, but with the intentions of time, the karmic cycles of time. Yes, they're summoning intelligence agencies to the stand to say it is time. It is time. Saint Francis. Saint Francis is the energy of, he's the patron saint of angels, of the earth, of animals. He's the patron saint of animals. Very interesting energy here. He's coming in to bring healing. He's coming in to bring care. It's almost like I can see the justice coming in, but there's also an energy coming up saying we have to care for humanity through this. We can't forget to carry the hearts of humanity through this. The compassion for those who were lied to, the compassion for those who've been trapped by the intelligence agencies that have completely wiped things off the face of the earth. There's an underlying energy coming in that's saying, bring in the justice, but hold the hearts of the people. Wow. Sharandari karandari kasharyandara raba karanda. Do you want to give us a message here? Sharandari karyandari karanda. Sharyandari karyandari karanda rababakurunda rababako. We have Melchizedek, Pallas Athena, Saint Francis. Is there a message that you wish to come in? Rababababaramarikarianda rikarianda rikarianda rabako sharianda rianda rikarianda rondora korianda rianda rababakorondo. We have the devil card, the moon card, and the lion card, page of swords. Shikianda rababaranda rikarianda rikarianda rianda rababakaranda. Robabakaranda rikasharianda rikarianda rikasharianda rikarianda rikarianda rabakoronda rikarianda rabakarianda. So I'm hearing the words, we're calling you forth. We're calling you forth. Your time is now. And it's sort of like I'm seeing a sword being pushed to the forefront and pointed at this negative energy of lies, destruction, and hate, control, corruption. And it's like a beam of light is going straight to this energy and saying, your time is now, your time is now, your time is now. Sharandara rababa korundari karyandari karyandara rababa korundarabako. Sharyandari karyandari karyandari rababa karandara rabako sharanda. Your time is now. Your time is now. The sun card. Oh, your wishes are fulfilled card. Desire. Call it in. Call it in. Call it in. And this is the card of speaking your truth. Speaking your truth. Speaking truth. What is it? And it's just such an interesting twist and turn here because this is the financial system. This agency had blocked, was the main factor blocking the financial system. They did the dirty work. The shift into Jasara, regardless if it's the same thing as it is now, that shift was blocked by this agency. These agencies, the energy of these agencies were tasked by the dark side to actually manipulate and control and maneuver the world out of financial freedom, the golden age. It was like they were tasked to block the golden age, more so than the royal family, more so than the Vatican. They had their other agendas when it came to the evolution of nations and the evolution of religion. But these C3 letter agencies were tasked by the dark side to actually block the golden age of finances. Now, the royal family is the UK, but when they needed something done concerning military action, concerning intelligence, they called upon this agency. Other agencies as well. But this agency had a special task from dark entities to block the golden age coming in. This is very, very interesting. I was not expecting this to come out about intelligence agencies. They blocked it. They were the military. They were the military of the world. They worked in conjunction with the Vatican, with the royal family. They were the controlling military of the world. Whew. Their time is up. Their time is up. Do you know what this means for us? This means that everything that had been tasked to block the golden age is being removed and it's losing power. The energy by releasing the JFK files means that the energy of the golden age will not have as strong and formidable a force, because it was this C agency that put the hit out on JFK because he wanted to bring in the golden age, stopping the N-word and those weapons, bringing in a new gold currency to the U.S., bringing in civil rights. He was bringing in a golden age. And the C agency set out a hit and said, And it was tasked with energy, with power, with resources to unalive. Now, whether they unalived it or not, they put the hit out. And with this release of the JFK files means that the golden age energy and everything it entails, world peace in its highest form, wealth and abundance in its highest form, this is going to be removed from blocking it. Woo! Happiness, financial freedom, financial and emotional happiness, celebration in our homes, peace in our homes, and truth. We are going to be able to trust the truth. Okay. So what I'm seeing here is that the C agencies and the intelligence agencies were also had energy to be able to control the media. They control the media throughout the world because it's intelligence, okay? Whenever you give intelligence control, it controls everything underneath it. It's an energy of intelligence. It's like I'm hearing them say, we're going to control all the truth, we're going to control information. And we're going to, by nature of the energy of information, control media. We're going to control journalists. And we're going to control what's presented in other countries. And I know somebody actually who worked for Al Hura, and Al Hura was the C agency run and controlled agency that did broadcasting in India, Iraq, Lebanon, a lot of different Middle East countries. And it was the media under Voice of America that actually was in charge of the U.S. broadcasting. Carrie Lake just recommended to the administration that the funding be removed. And my friend who works there was just told they're going on a 2-week furlough with no guarantees of having a job afterwards. And the shock. There's a lot of internationals that work there, a lot of people that was their job. The shock. I don't think they thought it would truly happen to them. But this happened 3 days ago, 4 days ago. I met with my friend for pizza and tea the other day, where we just literally talked about this shift because the administration pulled the plug on the funding. And the funding is government funded from the sea agency. It's common knowledge when you look at it. The sea agency was funding this news organization that wasn't in the US. It was broadcasting to other countries so it could control the narrative. That happened 3 weeks ago. So when you start pulling the funding, it's like everything is a domino effect. The energy of money is pulled from the intelligence agency just by blocking. I don't know if I'm explaining this right from what I'm seeing, but it's like the money was pulled from media-controlled sea agencies, okay? Media control. The money was pulled. Money has energy. As the money is pulled, it's almost as if the agency lost its power. And what are the odds that 3 to 4 days later, after all this government media, news media is cut, the agency gets exposed? I'm telling you, money's powerful. We have to do a wealth transfer. We have to shift money from the dark energy to the energy of light. And it's not easy when people lose their jobs. But I'm seeing that the sea agency and the intelligence agency had more power over the medias of the world than we realize, had more power over the intelligence agencies of the world than we realize. This is a stronghold of intelligent negative energy that's been existing on our earth realm, in the astral plane, existing on our earth realm for possibly 100 years, and it's collapsing. Energetically, it's collapsing. This is some of the most exciting times we are living in, to see the astral energy of intelligence agencies begin to crumble, to see funding stripped from them, and to see how everything is spiritual too. It's not just physical, it's spiritual. It holds an energy in the energy of the earth realm that also energetically controls. And the energy then translates into organizations and this and that and this agency and control over this intelligence agency and control over this and the medias, and it all produces a huge bubble of energy that's been existing in the earth realm, and it is under attack. Wow. So we're in good times. Call for justice, but also call for healing. I really feel the justice has been decided by Pallas Athena's karmic board, by Melchizedek and Metatron and their energy of alchemy. We need to hold space for the hearts of humanity that are going to need some space, some help, some support, some love through this. Absolutely. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. We call forth justice and we call forth healing. We call upon the angels of God to bring in balance, to bring in love, to bring in peace, to bring the energy of St. Francis, who held the animals in his arms, to bring healing to Mother Earth, to bring healing to the hearts and souls of humanity that they might ascend. We call upon the energy of St. Francis and the divine to bring healing, Archangel Gabriel and St. Francis, to bring healing to the hearts of humanity as they go through this troubling time. Hold them in love, hold them with frequencies of elevation, of peace, balance, and stability, and continue to let the dark side be troubled until they dissipate from off the earth realm. It is so. It is so. The kingdoms of this world are becoming the kingdoms of Christ consciousness. Christ consciousness is actively shaking the kingdoms and the systems of this world. And it's a beautiful place to be in. So I send you all with peace, love. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I will be premiering a video at 6 p.m. on Saturday, and then I'll be back again next Wednesday. If you are interested in an oracle workshop, I would love to see you there. The descriptions are below. I also have personal readings. If you want to ask a personal reading and you weren't able to ask it in the chat, go ahead and book with me there. Thank you for your special, what do you call those? Cryptid code words. We are learning how to speak in code. Until next time, you all, thank you. Cheers, cheers. Thank you, thank you. Yes, what a lovely time. I love it. Thank you. Until next time. Bye.